He said her bags are amazing, so she black on. All right, come on, y'all. Tell us about the black on peoples. Okay, the black on peoples. Valencia. Okay, all right. Put it in
Hmm.
the DMs, girls, because y'all know when I have
Mhm.
money again, I'll go shopping. Okay, so with that being said, I feel like we can go ahead and move on to these TV shows, girl, because
Okay.
we got some shit to get into. So
Let's get it,
let's
get it,
do
get it,
it.
get it.
Okay, so y'all asked for it, so we're gonna give y'all a little bit of love after lockup. Okay, I'm only talking about three couples, and I'm starting off with Justine and Michael. Okay, Justine and Michael, he just got out of jail. She a whole single mama out here. He's a
Mm.
rapper. He can actually rap. This past episode, the thing that stuck out to me most was the fact that Justine is like so thirsty to be a wife. His
Mm.
manager Mocha said, "You're gonna have to take the wedding ring off. If you really want to rap, we don't want people to really know that you're married like that." Mike was like, "I don't mind people knowing I'm married. I'm proud to be married." But Mocha is like, "Nah, it's gotta go." Justine is like, "My husband's never taking off his ring ever in it for no reason." And it's just kind of like, girl, do you want this money or not? Like, do
Right, right.
you want
Go
this
take
money or
that
not?
man to the tattoo shop and call it a day.
Oh
Okay.
God. Oh God. That's all she gotta do. Take me to the tattoo shop. I do think it's messed up of Mocha to tell him you're gonna have to let go of that ring. I feel like he can make it a part of his brand and be out here rapping and show his loyalty to his wife. You
They
feel what
I
I'm
already
don't
on a
think he
saying?
reality
can.
I
show.
feel like it's a few artists that got women in committed relationships. I feel like he could let some stuff,
I agree.
Who,
slide. But I
Jamie?
think the tattoo would work. I feel like T.I. I mean, like
Offset.
he started out not being married, but he was in a relationship with Tiny like the whole time, and then they
Well,
got
I'm
married.
trying to think of ones that started out married with a ring. Because
Oh
if
yeah,
you think
no.
about like J. Cole, if
That's
you think about Kendrick, shit, even Lakeith Stanfield, she was hitting. Even Jay Ellis
that's
hitting.
very true.
That
That's
is
very
true.
true. I
That's
can't
why I
think of
said,
a whole
if
lot.
you really
I
want the
mean,
money, let it rock.
Snoop Dogg would probably be the only one
But they
that
weren't
comes to
married at the
mind.
beginning.
But Snoop Dogg
Right.
wasn't. I thought he was married to her the whole time
Not at the very
since he came
beginning.
out.
Mm-mm.
No.
They got married like while he was famous because I feel like I remember the wedding pictures or something like that. But like
Okay.
I feel like they got, and I could be wrong, but I really do feel like they knew each other. They were together, but I think they
Right,
got
but they
married
weren't
after he was
married until
already,
later.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank
Okay.
you. I am Diva Nicole for the super chat.
I still think it's possible though. Like, I mean, what are the I mean, like, I feel like a
True.
lot of
It
things have
is.
changed, right? Like they didn't think women could have babies and still be a successful artist. So because of that, I'm like, why can't he not be married and still be successful in whatever he's trying to do? So
I
I
see
felt like
both sides
Mocha,
of it.
I feel like him asking him not to wear that ring is gonna lead to some other stuff. It's just I just gotta get the ring up off your finger first, and
He
then
want him
it's
to
gonna
be
be on
his.
some
He
other
want him
stuff.
to be the dude that his bait. He want him to be the dude that gets girls
Mhm.
for him. That's what it felt like for me.
I could see that.
That's what I
I
clocked
definitely could see that.
immediately because I was like, they're already on a reality show. He's using the reality show to bolster the career, which means people are gonna already know about your relationship with Justine if they're coming to you now from being on this show. So that doesn't even make sense. Nah, you just want
True.
your pretty homeboy to come out with you now that he done lost weight and his head didn't grew out, and
Yeah,
so
I
you
didn't even
want him
recognize this man. I was
for
like, did
real.
I watch that part of the episode?
He looks much
Yeah,
better.
he looks really good now
He
that he
do.
lost all that weight.
I was
Mm.
just like, oh, all right then. But that's why her hair's so gone because he's nice looking. He seems very sweet. Like so far, so good with Mike. Like I like him. Justine seems crazy.
I don't know. So far,
Look at her
she
eyes.
cool. So far, she
Look at
cool.
her eyes.
Not look at her eyes, BIT. This is a
You know
horrible
who she
photo.
low key look like? And this ain't no shade at all. That's not
Destiny.
me trying to like say, yes, she looked just like Destiny in this picture. They have the same. She looks just like Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like literally, they
Bonnie,
could
can
be
you please give us a side by side? We will allot the
Okay,
time
we
for
go.
a
Okay,
quick
let me
side
do
by
it.
side.
they
Let me
Let
look
do
me.
it.
very similar.
That is fucking hilarious. Okay.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Oh
I'm like, you
my
said it
god.
before I even did. You saw it.
I'm about to hold up. I
Wow!
got.
Wow! Wow!
I got something. Wow, wow. I gotta get something with Destiny on it, child. Let me find something with Destiny on it. Oh my shit. Okay. So wait, besides
Okay.
okay, wait, we can talk about something with them
You
while I'm
see,
doing
I
this.
see. I see
Okay.
where you're
you
going.
see, they look alike. Like it's in the
What you sent
eyes,
it?
I see where you're
no.
going with this. Yeah.
Hold up. I'm about to pull
Mm.
it up. Okay. Now I get Destiny right quick. But
Now
okay.
somebody said clean your glasses.
What did y'all think about the situation with her with his
His
mom?
mom,
Yeah,
listen, I felt like the mama overstepped her boundaries.
me too.
Don't like, first of all, your granddaughter ain't even your daughter for you to dictate what she can and cannot do. Granted, her
Mm.
daddy was in jail, whatever, he's out now. He's gonna be the one to dictate how she moves or whatever the case
Yeah.
is. But for you to just insinuate because this lady got a tattoo, let her daughter get a tattoo, that she's gonna do that with this your grandchild, like, I just felt like the mama was coming right out the gate. Like, she doesn't want someone else to take her place in his life, basically. So
Yeah.
one way to come at her was to kind of, target her about her child. And I loved how she stood her ground, sending
Me
your daughter
too.
over there like your daughter was gonna do something. Girl,
Like,
she
bitch, I
stood. I
don't care.
said, let's go.
No,
I'm here for her.
I like Justine for that reason. But when she talks about like before he got out of jail and just the way I can see that look in her eye, it just gives crazy bitch. It's giving I'm containing my crazy bitch right now.
Mm.
But he gonna find out eventually that I'm crazy. Like that's what it felt. I could be wrong, but and I like them
No,
together.
that could be very, very possible.
But
I
look at
do
this
like them
song.
together too. But I can see that when he said he was gonna go to the studio and she was like, I'm going with you. Wow, wow, wow.
I see it. I see it. I was
It's
trying to look for a picture of her of Destiny facing the front, but I
But
can see
it's
you
it.
the
don't really need
eyes
one
for
from the
sure.
front. You can see it.
It's the
They
eyes for
can they can
sure.
definitely be sisters. Like,
Yes.
yes, I know I'm not tripping shit. My glass is clean.
Or first
Listen.
cousins.
Whoever got something to say about our
Shit, half
glasses
I go
being
They
half
cousins.
definitely
sisters
they
before I
could
go
that
cousins. Y'all got the same daddy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's giving
I
same
see
daddy.
it. I see
It's
where you was going with that. I didn't see it at first. I was like, yeah, I see it. I can see
mm,
that.
long lost cousins, long lost
Long.
Not
cousins.
long. Yeah, I can see that. It's the eyes for me.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it is. It's the eyes. I mean,
Absolutely.
in the eyebrow shit.
Nigga said Tia and Tamara.
Whoa.
I
I
didn't
don't
even
see
come in
seeing
your
some
face,
marriage.
Jamie. Oh my
Huh?
god.
No,
I
no, no,
said I
you're
didn't
fine. You're
really come
fine. You're
in
fine. You're
your face.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's what's going on with them. Hilarity. Okay, let's move on to Monique and Derek.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so y'all know Monique and Derek really went viral for a lot of reasons, but really because Funky Dineva said that, Derek wasn't really into Monique because of her size and he was just using her.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I feel like he liked big girls. He probably just don't like them as big as she is. But I think he's sexually attracted to bigger girls. I do. And so for that, I do feel like he enjoys having sex with her. Like it's just the energy that it gives. Like if it gives, I do want her to be smaller, but might still get hard.
Yeah,
So
I
like
agree.
that's the vibe. So I don't think her weight has anything to do with it. I think it's her mentality and her mindset. She is really like humbuggish. His sisters keep texting her and calling her saying crazy shit, and he's telling her to ignore it. He's trying to go to the gym
Hmm.
and work out with her and shit because he wants to be a trainer, and she is going back and forth with his sisters and shit on text message, and they calling, and it's a mess. And then his grandmother is really sick, and she's like, they saying you need to go and see your grandmother, and he was like, I just got out, I don't want to deal with this, which
I
kind of
think
is
they
fucked
lying.
up. Huh?
I think they lying.
Mm.
You think they was
You think
lying to
they
try
just
to
trying to
get
get
him
him away from
over?
her?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
And
think
that's
they
probably
lying
why he didn't go.
because
Hmm.
yes, at the beginning she was like, when she answered the phone, she was like, everything good or everything good, and then she had to ask about the grandmother for her to be like, oh, well, she need to come right now. It didn't seem like that was the intent of the sister initially calling to me.
Hmm.
But yeah, I agree with you, Bonnie. I think he want her. I was watching the whole episode and I was like, I don't see nothing that's
I mean, he
too
held her
off.
hand while they worked out and everything. Like, I think he's also using her, yeah. But I think
Yeah.
dudes have a very keen ability to be physically attracted to somebody and use them all at the same time.
Hmm.
Like, yeah,
Hmm.
they can do that. Another
Yeah.
thing that they went viral for was that dinner. He gets out of jail. She had spent all of this money on him, and then he spends $500 on a dinner at this restaurant, and then wanted to go and gamble and asked her to go to the ATM to get money out of her account.
Mm.
So it was giving, he was using her for real, for real. And then it came out that he expected for the show to pay for that dinner, and it was the show that paid for it. I don't really believe that, but either way, I still feel like what he was doing in some way was punishment. Like, you lied to me, because I think she catfished him a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that he was like, okay, you're gonna catfish me a little bit. I'm gonna run your pockets. I think that's the
Yikes.
way he handled her in that situation. Um, but no, I think he is really attracted to bigger girls, and I think that she's just really young minded and insecure. And
How old is she?
I don't know.
oh, I don't
He
know how
also
old.
could be using this as
I
a
thought she
come up
was like
though.
30.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely
When
being
he
used for
said
a
he
come up.
wanted to be a personal trainer, I was
To get
like,
her to lose
oh,
weight.
you like her, but you also want her to be some sort of
Project.
catalyst.
That's what
Hmm.
my thing was. I said I was like, he might like her. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if he likes her, but I hope that he likes her. I really like the fact that he gives her PDA. And I don't know if she said that before. I don't know, but I do think it's possible he likes big girls. I don't think he likes that big of, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he likes his girlfriend to be as big as she is. But I think ultimately he sees her as a project. Cause soon as he said that he's into training, I'm like, that's what he's doing. He wants to
Yeah.
work you out so that he can use this as an opportunity to say, "See, her before, her after, come work out with me, X, Y, and Z." And as long as he's
Hmm.
linked to her, it's gonna make more sense for him to be on this show. So I don't think I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he fully enjoys sex,
Hmm.
with her. The little piece of the live that I saw, I ain't really see much of a connection on that IG live. I saw more of a connection of them being in person versus that live. So I'm like, was he playing up for the cameras and then now he in the real world on IG? Does he really like her like that? Like, so I don't know if he really likes her. I really hope that he does though. But I do think she needs to back off when it comes to his family. I think she overinserts herself, even though they be coming at her. I get that, but if he's telling you to chill, chill. She talking about she want to move there with him. That is going to be hell for everybody, not just him, because the family don't like you like that. So I mean, why would you want to beef with the lady on social media? You're only making it worse for yourself. So I just leave it alone.
And this is definitely one of those times where these women are glutton for punishment, because he said, don't come live out here. Don't come live out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Plainly.
do it.
Plainly.
And it feel like she probably still gonna do it. Aren't they together now? I don't know if they living
That's
in
what
the
they
same
say.
place, but they say they're together and they've been together. I was just kind of like, okay, girl, if you happy, we love it. But I didn't like the whole, you know, he he can't really be sexually attracted to you because you so big bullshit. I don't like that, because I feel like there's a whole genre of porn that is like
That's
specifically
very
for
true.
big BBWs and bigger girls and all of that. So I
Hmm.
think that it might be fetish. It might be something that
Yeah.
niggas don't like for y'all to know, but that don't mean it's not happening.
Yeah, that's true. And then I mean, and it could be that he really don't. And
Yeah,
he
no,
using this
for real.
as his way to come up, like y'all mentioned.
I think it's both. I think it's something that he can do both. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
very much so.
yeah, I do feel like, however, he may not be as attracted to her at this size that she's at, because I feel like he would have been fucking her more, because really that's what she wanted. Like, that day when he wanted to go out and gamble, I was like, all you had to do was fuck her, and then she would have went to sleep, and then you could have went and took the
That's
money, and it would
it.
have been
That's
fine.
it.
That's all
That's
she wanted.
it. But I do wonder though, because that's why I can't get it. I can't really gauge it for me. But I'm hoping he really likes her. But could it be that he's went without it for so long that maybe his drive, like he has a
Isn't where
I was
strong,
thinking the
like,
same thing, Jamie. Like, what is it easier?
right?
yeah, like is it to not do it all the time? Like maybe he can manage it
Yeah.
more or something.
Oh,
Or
maybe.
is it kind of just like, damn, I just give me something that's moist? Is what I was wondering. But I don't know. We gonna
The
see.
funny thing was she wasn't into him. Is what it sounded like. I don't think he was working it like she wanted him to.
Mm. Another
Probably
thing is,
not.
she's not normally with younger men too. They were saying that she normally
Oh,
dates
that's
older
right.
men. So I was like, I wonder like what's really hood in this situation. But either way,
They the
thank you,
most
Janae
entertaining.
Jennings, for the super chat. I mean, even exchange ain't no robbery. Get the weight off, and if he don't like you for real, it'll help her find a new man. I mean, I mean, even exchange ain't no robbery. Oh, I know. I feel y'all. I feel y'all. I don't feel like it's a situation where one person is taking advantage of the other person, and in another. I don't feel like it's like that. I feel like she is doing what a lot of these people do. You want to be with somebody, and you want to be able to hold money over their head so that you can control them because you feel like you wouldn't be able to keep them otherwise. So you use those things.
I wanted to
That's what I.
say one more
Oh, I'm
thing about
sorry.
them.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing. I don't think that it's a he's out of her league. I think when you rate them, they go together. They're just
Mm-hmm.
not a typical pairing when you think about size. I seen somebody comment and say, "I've always had fine men around my neck, but this man not fine." Um, they go together. I just
Damn.
don't think they typically go together when you think about size, and so
Child, when they be
I'm
sitting
sure
in the
she
car
could get a
together,
fine man.
when I was being nice by not putting a photo of them when they sitting in the car together, because if it don't look like somebody about to go drop their child off at school,
Ooh.
Oh,
that's what it looked like. Every time they be in the car, it looked like she just dropping her son off at school. He forgot his
I
hair.
hate that
He
it's
forgot
her
to
always driving too.
yeah,
I
she
don't
always.
think his license is intact, or is it?
Yeah, he probably can't
Probably
drive.
not. He
Yeah.
He
just
do.
got
He
out.
need to try. Yeah, I'm with Niecy though. I'm like, he can't. Like, can we switch, even if it is illegal for a little bit? Because I do be
People
tired
do
of
it
seeing
all the
her
time on the show.
always driving.
Yeah, and
Um,
he said during the episode, "Go ahead, pull out the driveway. Like, go ahead, would you go ahead, start driving me." I was like,
did y'all catch the bank scene? It really irritated me. I'm not gonna lie. Monique really got
yes,
to my nerves when she started saying, who is that? You said, when the last time you talked to her? I was like, y'all doing this in front of the bank man? Why is you bringing up some random woman? Like, chill out, Mo. You gonna run this man off with all these questions you asking?
yeah, he a
Girl,
scammer. He giving scammer vibes too.
I am
How the
wondering
hell
about
you
that
tell?
$9,000 check.
How you say 9,000 in jail? And then whenever he in prison, then when he asks you, "Have you done crypto?" You talking about I help somebody do something with their wallet, but you don't do crypto. What? What you doing?
Right.
Sounds like
Right.
sounds like some funny shit. That's what it sounds like. Some funny style shit.
Mhm.
Hilarious.
But it could have been his money. It could have been. That's what they said. People were saying, that it could have been his money. He wanted to go to the ATM for, and it's in her account, and that's a possibility.
Oh.
But I still feel like, so who bought him the Gucci shirt? Like it's just way too much money being spent for it to just be from the inmates. That doesn't make sense. Especially not on Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Life After Lockup. Don't none of these lockup shows be a situation where the person is not being used financially. Like they're just always being used financially. It is what it is. Speaking of being used financially, Chris and Gabby. So Chris and
Mm,
Gabby are very problematic because we already know how their relationship
girl.
has turned out. Like Chris beat Gabby up, like bruises and all of this. It was on TikTok. I'm sorry that I cannot find that video again, but I literally saw the TikTok video of her talking about him beating her ass you know, after the show was taping or whatever. So
That's what
basically,
it was given.
yeah. So he says he gave her this money, $60,000, and she ran through the money. We saw her running through the money before he got out of jail. But I feel like a lot of people are missing the component where he also gave his mom money. His mom also has her fake MCM bag. So I'm just a fake or real. So I'm trying to figure out, everybody's looking at her like, oh, you spend up all his money. And then she came out later and said that he really didn't give her all of that money. That was just for the show. But either way, it's like a lot of people are looking at Gabby and Chris like she gamed him, and her getting her ass whipped was like basically the justice for her gaming him, because he gets out of jail. She makes him catch a train to her house. She doesn't let him inside. He's standing outside with his bags, feeling away because he like, I paid for that
I said,
apartment
shut up.
and everything.
And
And
people really think she played him.
that's how they feel, because when he got home, she didn't want to let him inside. And she got all his surgery and stuff done with the
You talking
money.
about this past episode? She didn't want to let him inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
also
didn't get
because
that vibe.
he had been calling other women. She said she looked at the phone
Right.
and saw all of these other phone numbers. And I'm like, well, he just got out of jail. You don't know who those other phone numbers really are. It could be anybody, but either way, I mean, we know he probably cheating on her already or talking to other women. We know that.
Right.
But she was trying to punish him. So it was humiliating. He's standing outside the building with his bag and shit, waiting for her to let him upstairs. It wasn't until he started to walk away that she threw her keys out the window and told him to come upstairs. And then she
Mm-hmm.
made him sleep on the sofa and didn't let him come into the bedroom. So it's like, you were antagonizing him.
I didn't
Um,
think she was at
I
all.
sent you some links, Bondy.
okay,
I don't
thank
know
you.
if those the ones you're talking about, but it looked like it.
Okay. Because we could definitely pull that up. I appreciate that. Because I remember I went back looking for it and I would keep seeing her talking about it, but
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't see the original video of like her showing the bruises and stuff. Hold on, let me go to the
Hmm.
Mm.
DMs.
Interesting,
Okay.
child. That is some crazy stuff there. I don't really like Gabby too much on the show, to be honest. I do find her to be extremely irritating for absolutely no reason. She's one of those people to me that enjoys arguing and finding a
Yeah,
reason to
she does.
fight so they can have great sex later.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I cannot stand that about her. Now, when she be kind of coming up against their mom, his mom and them, I don't really be minding too much because they
Because
are
they give off a vibe.
aggravating. They
They give
are,
off
but
a vibe.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's just how she may come at him sideways. Sometimes I be like, come on, Gabby, like, chill, you need to chill out now.
Okay. So let's see. Hold up.
Gabby seemed to be doing good for the most part up until she started posting these videos recently. She posted this. She said, "This is where I gave up on living. Asked me, what is that joke, you effing bozo?" I'm not going to post the full clips. I'll show a few screenshots. But if you guys want to see the full
Yeah,
clips,
that's
they
what I
are
meant.
on the Love
This
After Lockup
original
Reddit group.
story I couldn't
And she
find.
says, "Does this look like someone beating a man?" And we have Chris here grabbing her by her hair and shaking her violently. The video is
What?
Mm.
super disturbing. And she said he got his family and friends and little hoes lying on the internet. He is charged and wanted for a reason. And then
Dang.
she posted putting a knife to my neck, saying I'm a unalive myself if he doesn't stay with me. I have videos of me saying to leave my apartment peacefully. Please don't speak on the unknown. I don't want him at all. Like, I really feel bad for whoever ends up with him. And then she posted, "Don't tell me I'm not strong when I stood strong fighting for my life without fighting back. And when I say that, I mean trying to stay alive and breathing, taking every punch, every kick, every stomp, every beating, feeling every broken bone in my face until he stopped."
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And the
Now,
other one was just of her talking on her live. I mean, you don't have
yeah.
to play it,
I'm
but
gonna
I was just
say
saying that.
This
let
was
me
the
get
only episode I watched.
That's
So
crazy.
I had a feeling she was toxic, but yeah.
hold up.
I had a feeling that he was abusive too though.
You could tell there's an energy about him.
told him no, he got mad because I said, let's wait. Wait till you come home, get the experience. He got so mad and so hyped because he can't stay still. He got like a problem. He sent it to his family and they ran off with the extra money and they already had 90K and they
Hmm.
spent that in like 3 weeks.
I believe it.
His mom is in the project and she bought like a fucking ridiculous TV. Like I think it was like $10,000 for this TV. It was like a movie theater TV.
What?
And
$10,000 TV.
yes, and he was like, "What are you doing with the money?" She's laughing on the phone. I can remember. I remember that she was on three-way. She's like, you know, Chris, I always wanted this TV, like just match it. And what bothers me is this season, she's like, what happened to the money? And if you guys can really tell, if you look at her face, I want y'all to go look back at that episode. And when the brother and the mother was together, because that was the brother that ran off with the money and her. If you look at them, look at the brother and his facial expression. He's like, what happened to the money? Damn. She took the money. Look, he couldn't even face them because he knows that he's the one who did it. Even the mom,
Mhm.
she's like, damn, what happened to the money? If you see her face, she's looking down too because they're the ones who did it. They're trying to put it on me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
believe it.
Yep,
He said in the episode he gave all the money away to everybody.
he
Hmm.
did.
He did say that,
He
which was so
did.
dumb. And that's what I was saying from the beginning. Everybody wants to blame her, but essentially he's the one that gave out all of his damn money
Mm-hmm.
to some girl while he was in jail. And now you mad because you don't have anything. That was a decision you made. You know what I'm saying? Like that was stupid on your part. Like,
Right.
so it's an unfortunate situation all the ways around. But if anything else transpires, child, we'll be back. All right.